Justice Sotomayor, anything further? Kagan?
So this is just a matter of curiosity, but if let's take two things to be true. One is that the right to control one's own assets is not itself a property interest, a sufficient property interest under the statute. And the second is that in a case like this, the $750 million is a property interest under the statute. I guess what I'm curious about is how did the Second Circuit, and I presume also the government, must have argued these things to the Second Circuit. Why did they go down this road? How did it benefit anybody to conceive of the property in the case as the right to control assets rather than to conceive of the property in the case as the contract monies?
Well, Your Honor, I can't quite speak to what everyone might have been thinking back when this originally began, but as I suggested, I think the Second Circuit might have gotten a little bit of a bad rap. The phrase right to control does appear in McNally, where the court distinguishes the theory in that case from a right to control.
So there's no set
theory.
of, I mean, whether it's a bad rap or, there's no set of cases that people thought, oh, if we define the property interest this way, we can get to a certain set of cases that we couldn't get to if we defined the property interest as the contract monies.
I don't think that was the original conception of it, Your Honor. I do think I don't want to suggest the right to control theory only appeared after McNally. It does have its genesis in some pre-McNally cases. And I think it's, to be perfectly candid, Your Honor, an easier way for courts or potentially prosecutors just to get at some of these things. Because if you just say right to control or deprivation of economic information is enough, maybe it's a slightly easier route to prove to a jury, for example, or to affirm on those grounds. But it is possible for that theory to encompass too much. And I don't know that it's really actually been subject to very much abuse. I won't suggest that it hasn't been subject to abuse in some isolated cases, but I wouldn't submit that we would expect a lot of
thank you. You've answered the question.
Yeah.